Okay, so we're on 7.8 and we're doing on your own. And I'm going to help you with some of the answers that you should have gotten. For number 11, 42 divided by 7 should have been 6. Then this one, it's 64 divided by 8 should have been 8. If you didn't get those, it's because you needed to use a strategy over on the side, like repeated subtraction. Now, actually, I was going to show us, I had remembered a strategy we learned new in this chapter that might be good for us for dividing by 8. So if you did not get 64 divided by 8 equals 8, maybe you could have used this one. Remember that we could use the factors if we wanted to. Instead of dividing by 8, maybe I want to break that 8 down into a 4 times 2, because 4 times 2 is really the same thing as 8. So I could first, now I don't want to divide 64 by 4, because then I have the same problem, because that's still hard for me. But maybe I can divide it by the 2 first. What's 64 divided by 2? Take 64 and cut it in half. Take the 6 and cut it in half. Take the 4, cut it in half. 6 cut in half is 3. 4 cut in half is 2. So 32 plus 32 is 64. Now I have to take that 32 and do the other factor of 8. Remember, it's really a 2 times a 4. So now I have to do the 4. 32 divided by 4. Now this one, a lot of you might know. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So we got the same answer. If we broke down 8, instead of doing 8, we did it 2 times a 4. Okay, so now let's do these tricky algebra ones. We'll start with the Windy City. You guys had to do number 15. So this t is at the beginning and it's division. I want the t to be at the end of what I'm trying to solve. So I'm going to flip this around, but to get this t at the end, and it's the total, I need to do the multiplication to completely flip around my problem. So it would be 2 times 8 equals t. And what does 2 times 8 equal? 16. So if you had 16, very good job. All right, next one. 64 divided by triangle equals 8. If I just need this triangle to get to the end, and I'm just flip-flopping the 8 in the triangle, then I'm going to keep it at division, because the 64 is going to stay in the same place, so I'm still using the same type of equation, division. I just need to flip-flop the triangle to the end. So it'll be 64 divided by 8 equals triangle, and we just solved that one up top. So that would be 8. We just solved it right here in number 12. Alrighty. Not sure if anybody had to do that problem actually, but that's okay. Okay, number 17. What do you divide by 8? And the answer is 10. So I want this m to be at the end. If it's at the beginning in division, then it's at the end in multiplication. So I'm going to take the m and put it at the end, and the 8 and the 10 at the beginning, but I have to change it to multiplication now. Okay, because if it's division, it's the totals at the beginning, but if I need it at the end, that would be multiplication. So what is 8 times 10? It's 80, so m must be 80. And if I check to see if I did it right, if you put m in here at the beginning, 80 divided by 8, it is 10. Okay, I think somebody had to do 19 here. 40 divided by what equals 8? And again, if we flip-flop these two, I need box at the end and 8 goes here. So it's still going to be division. 40 divided by 8 equals 5. And the last one, 21. 54 divided by n equals 9. I want to flip-flop these last two, so I'm going to keep it at division. 54 divided by 9 equals n. What would the n be? 6. All right. Let's look at the row for 23, 24, 25 here. So remember, I want to solve the side that's finished for me, that doesn't have anything missing in it. So I'm going to solve in this one 6 times 6 first because there's nothing missing there. I can solve that. 6 times 6 is 36. So I know that this side has to also equal 36. So what do I have to put in here to get 32 and 4 to equal 36? Well, let's try the plus sign. Is 32 plus 4 36? Yes, it is. So the plus sign works. Okay, let's try that again for number 24. I can't solve this side yet. I will be doing guess and check, but I don't even know what I'm trying to get it to equal yet. So I'm going to save that side for now, but I can solve for this side of the equal sign. What is 19 minus 15? It's 4. So if this side's whole total is 4, then this side's whole total also has to be 4. What do you have to do with a 12 and a 3 to equal 4? Well, let's try plus. 12 plus 3, that's 15, not 4. All right. What about minus? 12 minus 3, that's 9, so that's not 4. What about times? 12 times 3 is 36. 12 plus 12, like 3 groups of 12, 24, 36. So that's not what I want. Let's try the last one. Divided by 3. 12 divided into 3 groups is 4 in each. So that one should be division. Good job if you got that. Okay, last one. 40 divided by 8. We've done this problem a lot now. Here it is right here. So that side is 5. If that side equals 5, then this side has to also equal 5. What do you have to do to 35 to equal 5? Division. Divided by 7. Oops. So we have division. Good job. Okay, last one on this page. Word problem. Kyle has 4 packs of baseball cards. Each pack has 12 cards. If Kyle wants to share the cards equally among himself and his 7 friends, how many baseball cards will each person get? All right, so again, this is like you going to the toy store or wherever you go to buy baseball cards and you buy them in little packs, right? Okay, so you could draw a picture for this or use number sentences. I'm gonna do a little bar model here to start. 4 packs would look like this. And each pack has 12. Okay, so I've got the 4 packs, I've got the 12 cards, and then he wants to share his cards among himself and 7 friends. So right now, I can't do that yet because this does not have himself and 7 friends as groups to share into. So I think I need to finish this bar model off and get the total of all these cards first. Remember, the total goes at the bottom of the bar model. So if I have 4 groups of 12, I could just add them up. 12 plus 12 is 24. And then another 2 groups of 12 is 24. So all of those together would be 48. So if you were doing a number sentence here, the number sentence would be 4 times 12 equals 48. All right. Not very good with my lining things up with this drawing on my computer here. All right. And now it says he wants to share amongst himself and 7 friends. So how many groups is he going to be sharing it? Be careful, it's not 7, because remember, he wants some too. It says himself and 7 friends. So you have to do 7 plus 1 for him. So really it's going to be 8 groups. So now you're taking 48 and you're dividing it by 8. So again, you could draw the 8 groups and pass them out one at a time, or you can use one of our division strategies so you don't have to pass out one. My new strategy that I like the best is this one up here. Taking 48, dividing it by 2 first. So if I take this whole and I divide it in half, half of it is 24, and then taking that 24 and dividing it by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So 48 divided by 8 is 6. So each person will get 6. If you had that, bravo. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here and do one more for the back.